Thanks very much, Mel. They did pretty well to catch up with Usain Bolt. He's a pretty slick individual, but he doesn't mind the social media either. If you're following Usain Bolt on Twitter or Instagram, he's normally got plenty to say from all points of the compass. You join us here at the women's 10 kilometre scratch race. This is quite simple. They've all started together. It is first past the post, but there is a little bit of team dynamic in it as well. There's 3 Australians competing, 36 laps to go, 10 kilometres, so 40 laps in total. You join us 5 laps in. And for the Australians, Amy Cure is riding. She is number 2. We've also got Annette Edmondson in there. And also for Australia is Melissa Hoskins, who is riding both the road and the track at the Glasgow 2014 Commonwealth Games. So a bit of a mass start and into it at this stage with no particular breakaway. Everyone just having a little bit of a look. Scott McGrory.
Well, you mentioned Melissa Hoskins. She was the silver medalist in the World Scratch Race Championships in Melbourne in 2012. Certainly knows how to handle a bunch like this. But Annette Edmondson, the Aussie from South Australia, probably be coming into this as the favourite. The race all stays together and it is a bunch sprint at the end. Annette Edmondson has the speed to win it in a sprint, but a lot of the other nations know that. So there'll be some riders out there that don't have a very fast finish that will be trying to steal the march over the bunch, attack off the front, try and gain a lap on the field and win from a breakaway. We know there's individuals that will claim gold, but it could well be a team effort because we've got 3 girls in there from Canada, 3 girls in there from England. We've got the New Zealanders as well. The Welsh have got a team in there. The Australians have too. So no doubt there's going to be team tactics in there. Scott, talk us through what can happen there with just about 10 laps down. Well, if we look at the Australians in particular, to make it nice and simple, we can see the 3 girls there, Edmondson, Cure and Hoskins. They know that they've got a really fast rider in Nettie Edmondson, so the other 2 riders will be looking to neutralise any moves to make sure that it is all still together, so Edmondson has a chance to go for gold in the sprint at the end. But if they do find themselves off the front, following a move like we're seeing here from the Scottish rider, then they won't do as much work as the other riders. They're not obligated to because they know they've got such a fast rider in the back, so they'll go on the move and follow those attacks just to police those moves, but then the responsibility will be on them to go for victory if Annette Edmondson's not there in the front.
So if the Australian rider takes the responsibility of getting into the breakaway, it's all on them. They have to time the run exactly. If it all stays together, they'll work to try and get Annette Edmondson into a position where she can sprint for the line. At the moment, plenty of girls taking their turn on the front. Of course, when the Scots get on the front, there's always a bit of a loud cheer in front of the home crowd here. But at this stage, the race completely together. The Australians taking their turn on the front now. A couple of Kiwis as well. Motoring through, 27 laps to go, 40 laps in total, just 10 kilometres.
And the other rider to really look out for is Laura Trott from England. She's the Olympic Omnium champion, also Team Pursuit champion from the London Games as well. Very handy sprinter, as well as Nettie Edmondson. They're the 2 big standouts in this one for me.
24 riders in total. The Kiwis on the front at the moment. Number 32 is Georgia Williams, 20-year-old from Auckland. So the race is all together. There is 26 laps to go. We'll come back on the other side of this and find out who our gold medalist is going to be in the women's 10-kilometre scratch race from the Sir Chris Hoy Velodrome. You are watching Glasgow Live. Welcome back to the Sir Chris Hoy Velodrome, and we are in the middle of the women's 10-kilometre scratch race. We've just gone past the midway point. 40 laps in total, making up 10 kilometres, 250 metres around the boards here. And at the moment, the race is all together. But Scott, the Australians, certainly some of the best credentials amongst the teams, as we see a jump from Jasmine Glatzer from Canada, just trying to stretch the field at the moment. The Australians have got a silver medalist from last night, a bronze medalist from last night, and they're pretty hot at the moment, the Australian trio.
Oh, Annette Edmondson certainly would be one of the favourites coming into it. That was Jasmine Glatzer from Canada. That was the first real hard attack that we'd seen. She was a bronze medalist in the World Championships in Cali earlier this year. Originally born in Paderborn in Germany. Now riding for Canada, rode the London Olympics for them. Now here's the counter attack directly from the next Canadian, Stephanie Rauder.
Getting on the front. So the Canadians are trying to mix it up at the moment and maybe try to break up the Australians and the team tactics, because with 14 laps to go, the team tactics are going to be very important.
Well, if you look at the Canadian trio, they are really your ultimate endurance athletes, so they do have to go on the attack. They're not going to win it if it's a sprint at the end. They know that Edmondson, they know that Trott are very fast finishers, so the Canadians really here trying to make the race as hard as they possibly can.
13 laps to go. Out the front at the moment, England. This is Dani King, 23-year-old from Southampton. They've all been taking turns on the front. There has been a couple of minor skirmishes, but no break of any substance so far. As again, riders just head up to the top after taking their turn on the front. The Scots are always popular. The crowd will get involved here.
And right on cue, the round of applause from the Scottish crowd. A couple of riders in difficulty going out the back now. 12 laps to go. This is where they start to get really nervous. Should we go on the attack and try and steal a lap or get a breakaway? Or should we start saving our legs for the final sprint at the end? And we know Annette Edmondson, that's all she's thinking about. Just coming through as easy as possible, trying to save her legs for that final sprint. If there's any hard work to be done, it'll be done by Melissa Hoskins or Amy Cure.
See the Australians just forming up now. 11 laps to go. A couple of riders are out the back. So they'll be talking tactics. Looks like we've got a retirement there. That is rider number 23, Bianca Hernal from Jamaica. She is out of the race. 24 riders in total started.
Start looking for the formations now. The Aussie girls are really looking for each other, trying to stay together. It does once it comes down to those last couple of laps, and you can expect the lead-outs to start for the designated sprinters from each of the teams. It's the same at the Tour de France in the road races. The big lead-out train happens for Mark Cavendish or Andre Greipel or Matthew Goss for Australia. It'll happen here, but the teams are obviously smaller, down to 3 riders. They will have a designated sprinter that they'll do all the work for that final lap.
Gold medal is on the line right here. It's quite simple. You start, you finish first, and you win yourself a gold medal. As far as the Australians are concerned, high up on the track, that's number 4, Melissa Hoskins, who is riding both road and track here at the Commonwealth Games. Just trying to force her way through. The Aussies clustered at the moment, sitting about 8th and 9th wheel. You can see them 3 across on the track. Out the front is the 32, that's Georgia Williams, followed by 47, Amy Roberts. The Canadians again, they've been the most aggressive, the Canadians. 7 laps to go. Trying now to break it up, the Canadians.
That's
trying to stretch the line.
Laura Brown from Canada, 27-year-old, coming around the outside here. They've shown us how tactical it is with 3 Canadians in the race, and all 3 of them have had a go at trying to get off the front. But the New Zealand team having none of that. 6 laps to go now, getting to that moment in the race where really it's too late to go on the attack. You see the Australians now, as I was mentioning, starting to form up. It's Melissa Hoskins, followed by Amy Cure, and then Annette Edmondson in 3rd position.
Just getting the shoulders out a little bit broader, maybe sharpening the elbows. Power starts to go down now. The Kiwis leading the attack. Rushley Buchanan from Hamilton in New Zealand, wearing the 16, and very, very popular Laura Trott. Of course, she's been a darling of the GB scene, riding under the English red and white today.
Starting to get messy now. Australians trying to get together to start this lead-out train happening, but it's been very messy. Amy Cure around the outside. Now you can see Annette Edmondson trying to get in onto the wheel of Amy Cure. She got squeezed out. Slightly out of position there, Amy Cure. That's the rider in 3rd position.
Just as they move around. 2 laps to go. They'll come round for the bell. On the front is Amy Cure. Annette Edmondson, though, looking at third wheel to try and get around the number 3. Keep an eye on her. She is third wheel. Amy Cure out in front at the moment. Can she hold them off? Annette Edmondson's got herself around, wearing the 34. He's coming for Scotland. Katie Archibald. That will bring the house down if she can win gold. Amy Cure, they might be able to hold on. Annette Edmondson over the top and gold for Australia. They rode a beautiful tactical race and they put Annette Edmondson into the gold medal position, and she has claimed it. Gold for Australia, Annette Edmondson, gold for the Edmondson family as well. And congratulations, Amy Cure taking silver for Australia. Australian 1-2. Let's watch them as they cross the line. Annette Edmondson knew she had it, then Amy Cure. Wales coming in for third in the bronze medal there. What a marvellous race, Scott McGrory. Perfectly done, tactically clever, and Annette Edmondson's got gold.
Now she matches her younger brother with a gold and silver medal from these Commonwealth Games. Fantastic performance by Nettie Edmondson, and the crafty Tasmanian Amy Cure set that victory up.
Amy Cure, 22-year-old from Penguin in Tasmania. She did the hard work out the front. Born on New Year's Eve is Amy Cure, and she'll be able to pop a champagne or 2 tonight, potentially, but of course the girls are going to be looking after themselves. There will be a level of celebration, really buoyant for the Australian team as well. So gold and silver going to Australia, and you can see the final there, you can see the smile there of Annette Edmondson and Melissa Hoskins. Stephen and Catherine there at the moment, and have a look at that. Look at that. That is marvellous. Just joy on the face. And of course, they've seen Alex Edmondson take gold and silver, and now Mum and Dad have seen Annette Edmondson with a gold and silver as well.
Incredible performance, isn't it, by the Edmondson's brothers and sisters, well, brother and sister, gold and silver for both of them. We heard Nettie Edmondson talking about the family rivalry between her and her younger brother and the fight for the front seat in the family car. Well, it continues. They've both got a gold and a silver to their names, and it was perfectly led out there by Amy Cure, the young Tasmanian. She's the world points race champion from this year and did a great job of doing the lead out there and still holding on to pick up the silver medal. A look over the shoulder there to make sure that no one was coming past. Plenty of time to punch the air in victory.
So congratulations to Annette Edmondson, Amy Cure with the silver, and then Eleanor Barker from Wales with the bronze as well. But there is our gold and silver medalist, and well done. Melissa Hoskins, the third rider there, will also be riding the road. Celebrations in there. I don't know why she's saying hello, Mum and Dad, because Mum and Dad are sitting there in the stands. Now she might start to have a look for them as well. Annette Edmondson, you can see she's scanning the stands. She'll find Mum and Dad up there. Plenty of family here supporting the Edmondsons, with brother and sister Alex and Annette. Just a couple of years between them. And this is the bronze medalist, who is Eleanor Barker, 19-year-old from Wales. So a terrific effort from her, a former junior champion, and now a bronze medalist. Annette Edmondson, Amy Cure, gold and silver for Australia, and then Eleanor Barker in third spot. So a marvellous race, tactically well done, but Amy Cure, what a terrific lead out, allowing Annette Edmondson to sit there, and then pounce when it was most important.
It's called a lead out, and it was done perfectly by the crafty Tasmanian there, Amy Cure. Just such a good lead out it was that she was able to hold on for the silver medal herself, so it was a fantastic performance. It was a mad scramble those last couple of laps. It wasn't a perfectly executed lead out, but I guess when every team's trying to do exactly the same thing, it was really just the strongest riders in the end that came up with the goods. 7 times a World Championship medalist, Annette Edmondson, never gold. Always silvers and bronze, but here at the Commonwealth Games, able to pick up finally a gold medal to match her younger brother.
Well, Tim Gossage is in readiness to talk to Annette Edmondson. Amy Cure is there. He spoke to them last night as silver and bronze, and tonight, Goss, you get to talk to them as gold and silver medalists.